Suprabhat. My name is Ankit Vengurlekar, and it is absolutely beautiful to be here. All you amazing folks watching this offline, all you amazing people watching this online, it's my absolute pleasure to introduce to you the incredible concept of the real AI. Now, I've been a technology journalist for almost 2 decades, and obviously the number one theme in the world today is AI, right? Artificial intelligence. But what is the emotion that we attach when we hear the word AI? Excitement, oh my God, GPT-4, GPT-5, GPT-6, artificial general intelligence is coming. But a lot of it is also fear and anxiety. Right? Students over here, they're like, wait a second, I'm studying all this. What's going to even happen to the job market? Am I going to have jobs? Is a particular skill going to get obsolete? Am I going to be replaced? Are there going to be jobs? Are there going to be careers? And every pundit is giving their own gyan on what's going to happen with artificial intelligence. Now that's one reality. And there is the other AI, which does the exact opposite of the artificial AI. It placates you. It pacifies you. It builds you up with infinite confidence. It makes you feel that you can be absolutely anything and everything that you want to be because you are infinite. And that's the AI I'm here to talk about. Antar Intelligence is what I'm here to talk about. The real AI, according to me, is Antar Intelligence. Quick show of hands, how many of you have heard the word Antar before? Right? In multiple Indian languages, it means multiple different things. It could mean distance. It could mean difference. Both of these are relevant. It's the distance and the difference between who you are, and where you can be. But Antar, in the old ancient Sanskrit language of India, literally means to go within yourself. And in a world that constantly wants your eyes peeled outside on a screen, on an endless feed of reels and people dancing and getting ready with me and all of that, it's quiet revolution and rebellion to go within. And I'll tell you why. Let's go over to the third slide. Antar Intelligence is an absolute foundation. Foundation of what? Of well-being, focused on the other AI. I love coming up with these acronyms, by the way. Ancient India. The real AI that matters. Do you have any idea what an incredible genetic lottery it is that we are born in this phenomenal country called India? I know it's not blind patriotism. It's for a very good reason. Only India, thousands of years ago, cracked everything that needed to be cracked when it comes to the human mind. Human consciousness. No other country did it. And you know what India did? They did not build an app around it. They didn't ask you to subscribe, like, share. They gave it away for free to everyone for thousands of years. And that is the greatness of ancient India. And that is something we so-called modern Indians need to learn from ancient Indians, right? Let's go to the next slide. I've come up with a framework. I conduct these wellness retreats for burnt-out modern professionals. Professionals that you're going to hear from today. They've achieved so much in their life, in their 20s, in their 30s, in their 40s. They've raised so many funds. They've got their press releases, amazing podcast interviews, and all of that going on. But guess what? They're burnt out. They're working 25 out of 24 hours for what? Because on Saturday, Sunday, all they're doing is catching up on their sleep deficit. They can barely get out of the bed on Saturday, Sunday. What a miserable way to live. Ancient Indian wisdom frees you up. It does not glorify the wrong things in life. It gives you the recipe and the ingredients and the entire know-how of how to build your life up. On the basis of these, what are called purusarthas, the 4 purusarthas. Ancient Indian wisdom was universal. It was not for people who wore a certain clothes, spoke a certain language, of a certain caste, of a certain background, of a certain skin color. Universality is what it means to be Indian. So the 4 purusarthas are Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. You may have heard some of these words, but I'm going to help you understand what the true meaning of these beautiful ancient words are. Today, Dharma might mean, oh my God, which religion are you from? Wrong answer. Dharma is universal. If you're a human being, there is a Dharma behind it. Right? What is Samanvaya? Samanvaya is a beautiful, harmonious balance of all 4. Because a successful life is not just about how fancy your car is, or how big your paycheck is, or how many followers you have. That's one kutty little part of your life. But a balance, a samanvaya of all of it is equal to a good, balanced, healthy, happy, accomplished life, according to AI, ancient India. Let's go over to the next slide. Let's understand each one of these and what they mean. Dharma is your sense of purpose. For students here, or for anybody in different stages of their life and career, figure out what do you feel yourself drawn to naturally, without your parents telling you to, without your boss telling you to, without your friends coercing you to, or peer pressuring you to. What is your purpose? What is your gut instinct doing and telling you? You know how you will find this? It's a simple question. What are you reading or watching when nobody is watching? That is your purpose. What lights you up on a weekend? What brings a smile to your face when you know you have nothing to gain from it? No paycheck from this passion is coming, but yet you're doing it because, oh my God, it fills your entire body up and entire being up with joy. That is your inner algorithm. We have forgotten that we have an inner algorithm. All we are focused on is the external algorithm on our screens, which is controlled by beautiful tech lords. Nothing wrong with it, but we have to understand everything in a balance. Next slide. From Dharma, we go over to Artha. Money. Oh my God. One of the greatest modern day drugs and addictions that we have so normalized and so glorified. Money is very important. It's a critical, essential tool for survival. But it's a tool. It's like you sitting here and saying, hey, I have 1 Gbps Wi-Fi speed. Congratulations. What are you doing with it? Are you building something that's going to help humanity? Or you're just whiling away your time doing scrolling and Netflix binging that's not really helping anybody and making you a human vegetable, right? Tool. It's important to look at it as a tool, and which means you only pay attention as much to it as is necessary. You don't make it your be-all and end-all of your entire life, something that we see very often here in Bangalore. People are obsessed with making money. You're 20, 22 years old, earning a couple of lakh rupees a month, and you feel you're underpaid. Aw, so cute. Right? It's just a tool. Let's not obsess so much over it. Over to the next one, karma. Unfortunately, because of the exotification of Westerners and their limited understanding of our culture and language and ethos, they have really jeopardized this world. Karma is the field of all human emotions and experiences, everything you experience, right from the joy to the sorrow to the nervousness of standing here on stage to the amazing, oh my God, eureka moment, wow, what is this idea I'm hearing about? Every single human emotion that you will feel from birth to death is the field of karma. You know what's important? The ancient scientists thought of everything. You should not get obsessed over any of these. Experience all the sensory experiences with moderation, with detachment. And that brings us to the fourth and the most critical one of all 4 purusarthas of a happy, balanced life, and that is moksha. Now, I know some of you might think, especially students here, they're like, moksha is fine. My parents are doing that pilgrimage and all. I know it's something you have to do after you retire, no? After you hit 50, 60, 70, something like that. Not really. Moksha are micro acts. They are micro actions every single day. When you let go of a friendship or a relationship that doesn't positively serve you anymore, it's an act of moksha. When you are switching fields after having entered a particular field or a particular career, when you're pivoting careers, when you're moving cities, when you're moving apartments, when you're changing things around in your life because you don't feel it is in sync with your dharma, your purpose, your calling, your gut, your instinct, your sixth sense, that is moksha. In every single moment, in every single day, it is the act of consciously letting go that which does not serve you anymore. It's also called aparigraha in Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, non-possession of things that do not build you up anymore. All of this wisdom is embedded in every scripture of ancient India. 2,500 years ago, a phenomenal, I call them scientists, Indians have called them rishis, sages, sadhus, whatever they want to call them. All of this wisdom was codified by the greatest super scientist of all time. Let's go over to the next slide. The greatest scientist humanity has ever known is Gautam Buddha. People call him by many other names. To me, as a science and technology journalist, there is no greater scientist humanity has ever seen. Because while the Western world is focusing on algorithms and sending people to Moon and Mars and all of that, this person, in the age of 30-something, sat down closed his eyes under a bodhi tree and decided, let me unravel and discover the greatest depths of human consciousness. Because everything you seek outside, the God you seek, the glory you seek, the riches you seek, everything that you seek outside, the root is within you. Absolutely infinite, you are. And which is why my favoriteest words, as spoken by Gautam Buddha, are Attahi Attano Natho. It's a language which is almost obsolete in India today. It's a language called Pali, which was the language around 2,500, 600 years ago when Gautam Buddha was in India. And that means you are your own master. No tech lord, no new iPhone 17 Pro, no new devices, no new car, no new job, no new amount of followers on any particular social media platform. You are your own master. You don't need to seek anything externally. And when this realization embodies your entire being, your every single cell, it frees you up. It does not make you dependent. It does not make you an addict. It frees you up. And that is the beauty of ancient Indian wisdom and Antar Intelligence. If intelligence is not freeing you up and only making you a slave of their product, of their subscription, of their devices, it is not intelligence. It is dependence. We have to ask ourselves, is this empowering me or enslaving me? Let's go over to the next slide. So here's a simple way for all of you to bring Antar Intelligence in your daily life. Pen and paper, no smartphones, no tablets, no iPads, no laptops. With your pen and paper, ask these simple questions. It can be a weekly check-in, it can be a daily check-in, it can be an annual check-in. You can do it with your parents, you can do it with your friends, you can do it with your colleagues, with everyone. But start asking these questions. Am I living my Dharma? Dharma is my true calling, my purpose. Is my Artha, the tools, the money, the resources, is that serving me? Or am I becoming an addict and a slave to that? Do I allow karma into my life with awareness? Enjoy and experience all spectrum of human emotions. Don't get addicted to it or attached to it. And what am I willing to let go today? Because letting go is true freedom. Bringing more acquisitions, acquiring more material objects is not freedom. Over to the last one. And hence, I think, in today's day and age, no matter the question, Antar Intelligence is what will make us better human beings. It will save humanity in the age where AI will supposedly take over humanity. That's my time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for an absolute delightful audience. Thank you. Mangal ho.